Welcome back to the Gentleman Ultras paper review on YouTube. I'm Richard Hall, as always, with the headlines. And most of the headlines concentrating today, as we'd expect, on the Azzurri. Obviously, they won 2-0 against Bulgaria last night. And we can see here, Bis Italia, basically saying, Italy encore. And the Azzurri's repeat performance, the 2-0 interference just mentioned, it was the first success in Bulgaria. Bellotti started the scoring with a penalty in Locatelli. Also, got the second goal. Mancini's now on a 24 ungained beaten run, which is quite spectacular. Mano looks as though he's one shy now of Marcello Lippi's record, and he's also joint top of the group with Switzerland. On Wednesday, they're in Lithuania, which will hopefully, for the Azzurri, continue their good run. It says here, Italy does not betray us. That's in the Corriere dello Sport. They also focus on the 2-0 win, saying that Bellotti breakthrough was crucial. Locatelli gets a lot of praise here as well. The Sofia taboo is broken. So it's really all all around there when you see Il Gallo canta vittoria, basically saying that the Gallo sings for victory. And the Rooster, should we say, he's dedicated his goal to his daughter Vittoria. So that's quite an interesting one. Just all happy with Mano's squad, and you can understand why. The Italians have got a lot of strength in depth, and they're playing exceptionally well at the moment in the sense of getting those results. And again, that it's good all round. Interestingly, in two of the papers here in Gazzetta dello Sport, it says Buffon. He's now looking apparently to. He said he's practicing his goodbyes because he's had enough of the Juventus bench and he wants to play from a top club. He said if there isn't a top club to play for, then he'll retire from football. That's also backed up in Tutto Sport, where it talks about, that he's mediating to find a move actually overseas, and that's his preferred choice. He doesn't really want to play for anyone else in Italy. So that's quite a... It'll be interesting to see actually what clubs come up for him, because at his age now, can he still do a job? He certainly thinks he can, but obviously if there aren't any offers, then that will be it. Bye Gigi, which it feels like that's been a long time coming. But again, it continues. Also talking about the derby in all the papers, that's the Derby della Mole, of course, this weekend. Extra important because of the emphasis that will have on Andrea Pirlo and his future. Interview with Sanabria in the Gazzetta dello Sport, saying that he's ready for the derby, ready for Saturday's clash, especially with now Bellotti looking like he's in some sort of form. It could be quite an interesting one to see just what the Granata can do, because they've been in terrible form, let's be honest. And Juventus as well, that's going to be really key. A lot of talk about the controversy still with Ronaldo from the other day. Obviously him throwing his armband down didn't really go down too well, but talking again, we've got this situation with VAR. When's it going to be? The phantom goal, it sparked a lot of controversy, so that's going to be something that has to be addressed. Also here, it looks as though Handanovic, which I think we mentioned the other day, is now tested negative for COVID. He's ready and can... he's ready to play against Bologna. Interestingly, in the papers yesterday, and continued a little bit today, it touches on Radu. Obviously, his agent really quite disappointed about the fact of him never getting any game time at Inter, even in a situation like this, almost blaming Inter, saying he's ruined the career of Radu. That's going to be even more poignant at the end of the season when there's a lot of talk about who's going to replace Handanovic or come in. Will it be Juan Musso from Udinese? Will Radu be given a shot? Probably not, it seems. So it does look as though he may be out and saying his goodbyes at the end of the season. Handanovic, again, he's a bit of a present. He still probably will play next season, but there does need to be some sort of move and transition between the two. Also, there's quite an interesting one here as well in Tutto Sport, that's also in the Corriere dello Sport, where Prandelli's come out and talked about he's been very disappointed about the lies and cruel jibes on social media that have gone around after he said that he'd say farewell to Fiorentina, and he said, jackals, enough of the web, enough. Which is quite dramatic, but again, it is quite sad because Prandelli is mostly well respected, and it's a shame that someone like that has to, go put up with those sort of things online, because at the end of the day, for me, he's a man who's recognised that his career potentially is over. He is the one who's maybe not keeping up with the modern day football, and he's decided to call it a day because of that, and that's going to be respected in my eyes anyway. But maybe not in everyone else's. So pretty much that's the roundup of the papers today. I'm Richard Hall, as I said before, and I will be doing this every day. Thank you.